Well, an ad guru who did some advertising for the Romney campaign with a simple, he hopes, uplifting, he hopes, message for America. Check it out. You gotta love the Republicans put together IKEA furniture one. That was a really interesting one. Lars Larson is syndicated radio host for Alpha Broadcasting and Compass Media Networks. Leslie Marshall is the Fox News contributor and syndicated radio talk show host. I watched this morning in my office. I couldn't help but laugh. I'm not sure, what exactly they're trying to achieve here, but apparently Republicans do put together IKEA furniture, in case you were wondering, Lars.
I put together more IKEA furniture than I can count. Believe me, my wife puts me to work there. And I'll tell you what, I think I get this, because here's what's happened. The mainstream media and liberal politicians love to paint conservatives like me as knuckle-dragging Neanderthals who only care about our God, our guns, and our religion, and that we hate everything and we love money. And that's all we care about. The fact is, we are real people as well. And just to show that, I'm going to wish Leslie Marshall a happy birthday. Leslie, 29, that's a big one.
You real person, you, Lars. How about that? Leslie, what do you make of this whole thing?
Well, first of all, I do think it's very funny. And Lars, I love you, but you are a Neanderthal. And I have to tell you, we liberals don't just hug trees. We don't just hug trees, smoke pot, and burn our bras on a daily basis, every now and then. But quite frankly, hey, look, I live in California. We know Republicans do that. I'm a Democrat, and I need to recycle more, and I don't drive a Prius, and the list goes on. The problem is, what is this for? I mean, yeah, it's cute. It's not going to get more people to vote. It's not left or right or undecided, independent, centrist, questionable political platform. It's not going to get more people to embrace the GOP, because it's really not about how people label the people in the party, but rather how the politicians who are Republicans vote in the legislation. And so it's cute. But again, yeah, is it for what we're doing, talking about it and getting attention to it so people watch it? Maybe. And if so, then he succeeded.
One just went by that I especially got a kick out of. Republicans enjoy gourmet cooking. Who knew? Lars, the underlying issue here, it goes back to the last presidential campaign when Republicans had a very tough time with women, really down the board. All of the minority groups, the Republicans lost on. Have they done a good job? Has your group done a good job of trying to get, warm their way into the hearts of those voters who rejected them in the last presidential election?
We haven't done a good job. And the irony is, we're not doing well with women when it's the president who's underpaying his female staff members. The fact is that optics do matter. And I'm going to disagree with Leslie, even on her birthday, about the fact that optics matter. The optics of, say, the president going golfing 5 minutes after talking about James Foley, that didn't work well. And we realize that an awful lot of American voters respond to how they perceive people. And we're up against a real tough one here, because most of the media, not Fox, but most of the media paints Republicans in very simplistic terms. And Leslie, I think you're profiling me for my thick brow line, calling me a Neanderthal. I resemble that remark.
I wonder, Leslie, when you look at this effort and you look at what the polls are telling us about the midterm elections, if the events that are going on in the world are so compelling that people are, really are sort of breaking out of maybe some of those categories that may have, led them in one way, the war against women, all that stuff. Does it matter when you've got these dramatic events going on in the world?
Yes, absolutely. I think it does. I mean, look, historically, it is the economy. It's all about the economy. And we have reports even today that have come out that show the economy is doing well. Although the president's approval ratings are up now as opposed to a month ago, and certainly that will correlate, as it has historically, to the midterm election and how well or not so well Democrats do. Quite frankly, you can't ignore the fact that people are more focused on some other issues as well, even if polling doesn't show that. And again, it's not just about the economy, it's perception. So I do agree with Lars on perception and on optics, but this ad is not going to get more Republicans votes in those very tight races.
You enjoy your birthday, and Lars, you enjoy some gourmet cooking. And we'll see you next time.
Shave that unibrow. Crying out loud. See you soon.